So if you grow in a winter greenhouse, aphids will eventually appear. You know, they rarely arrive dramatically. Instead, they just kind of show up quietly on the undersides of the leaves. They cluster near new growth, or they are announced by a sticky residue on your greens. Suddenly, lettuce, kale, bok choy look stressed even though you've been watering and feeding and managing temperatures carefully. The truth is that aphids are one of the easiest greenhouse pests to manage once you understand how they behave, and winter actually gives us a surprising advantage against them. So today I'd like to share with you my natural elimination program for winter greenhouse aphids. Winter greenhouses create a nearly perfect condition for aphids. So as the day length increases and the temperatures begin to rise in the late winter, the tender new growth appears and aphids take advantage of it quickly. That's why early detection is the most powerful tool that you have for controlling them. So when you make a habit of checking your plants a few times each week, gently flipping the leaves over, especially on the greens and the brassicas, you'll usually catch aphids long before they become a serious problem. So curled leaves, slow growth, or a sticky sheen on foliage, they're all early signs. So in a winter greenhouse, the smaller space works in your favor because you can respond quickly before populations explode. So in my greenhouse, I will usually notice aphids showing up every year in the late winter, right as the greenhouse starts to warm up. So because I expect them, I watch closely, and when I see the first signs, I immediately begin my elimination program. So I don't wait. Early action makes all the difference. So the first step is to use a natural spray on the infested plants twice a week for 3 weeks. So I use pyrethrum, and I focus especially on the undersides of the leaves where the aphids hide and feed. So this short target spray program quickly knocks the aphid population back before they have a chance to spread throughout the whole greenhouse. So once that 3-week spray cycle is finished, I bring in either lacewing larvae or lady beetles, and I release them directly in the greenhouse. And from that point on, I release beneficial insects every other week until the night temperatures are consistently above 50 degrees. So the beneficials, they clean up any remaining aphids and help to maintain a balance in the greenhouse as it continues to warm. As the summer heat arrives, the aphids naturally go dormant and stop causing problems in the greenhouse. By handling them early in late winter and early spring, they rarely become an issue for the rest of the growing season. Now, in addition to the pyrethrins, there are 2 other sprays that you can use to control aphids. Safer soap works well if you can directly contact the aphid's body. So aphids breathe through their tiny pores, and the soap kills them by clogging these pores so they can't breathe. So thorough coverage is really important to be effective. And you can also use a homemade repellent spray. And what you want to do is combine 1 minced bulb of garlic and 1 small minced onion with 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and put all that in a quart of water and let that mixture steep for about 3 hours, and then add 1 tablespoon of liquid soap. Then go ahead and strain the mixture and pour it into a sprayer, and then you can apply it to the plants as needed. So links to the same natural sprays that I use, the beneficial insects, are in the description below. So if this video was helpful to you, go ahead and subscribe for more winter growing lessons, greenhouse systems, and natural pest control strategies. If you're looking for open pollinated seeds selected specifically for greenhouses and winter growing, go ahead and visit our website, thelivingfarm.org. And for step-by-step guidance on soil preservation and year-round greenhouse food production, join us in the High Performance Garden Greenhouse eCourse. All the links are in the description below.